technology is bad for our children. What would you do if you were to see a baby crying? It doesn't have to be your baby. It could be your younger sister, it could be a younger brother, it could be your niece, your nephew, just in general, any baby. What would you do? Well, what I would suggest you could do is maybe walk the baby, maybe sing to the baby, maybe talk to the baby. What I wouldn't suggest is give the baby a phone. Technology used incorrectly is causing problems with childhood development, and it is time we rethink how we use technology in relation to our children. For the past years, I've been seeing the same thing occurring over and over again. Like I've become some sort of expert in noticing these little details, such as what is the number one thing that keeps a baby busy? Well, technology is the answer. I haven't seen one baby in the past years that cries over toys more than it cries over phones. Everyone thinks it's a good idea to give the baby a phone, but wait till you see the consequences later in the years. And when I say years, I'm talking about when our little babies turn into teenagers and become more aware of the dark side of social media. The problem starts with us and should end with us. We should first understand the consequences of technology, such as what it does to our children mentally and what it does to them physically, and then take that knowledge and apply it to our children. Keep in mind, this involves all children. You don't have to be a parent to be here and listen to me. When I was little, I remember not being introduced to a phone clearly because my parents had no YouTube at that time, and they didn't have no internet-based app that could, focus on that. According to my mother, I was very aware of my surroundings and was always up for exploring new things around me. But things are not the same anymore. Babies are more focused in the world inside the phone instead of the world that they are physically present in. Why are we ruining the life of a little child by giving them a phone and forcing them to be quiet instead of actually understanding them and making an effort to introduce them to our beautiful world out there? Let's work on parenting styles. Let's put the option of giving a baby a phone away. Let's be more affectionate towards the baby, and let's make an effort to introduce the baby to new things around them. The more independent we make a baby to a phone, the more mentally focused they are going to be on getting the phone. Remember, a positive environment is the best thing for our children and their upbringings. According to an article called Healthline Parenthood, written by Anne-Maria Scacia, states that research has found that warmth and affection, reasonable discipline, and authoritative parenting styles have a positive outcome for children. This can help them create positive relationships. Furthermore, what happened to that baby that grew up from being on a phone? Well, social media became the next priority. Now that baby has grown up and been through all those stages of wanting a phone and finally gets a phone of their own, and their life has become sort of what we call antisocial, which means to lose the ability to be aware of your surroundings. Now, what we see on social media is what we think the world perceives us to be. Technology is just a door to another world filled with so many imaginations based beyond our reach. It shows celebrities as the most beautiful or the most powerful or the most curviest, but our job is to understand that none of that is true and that they themselves use technology to touch up their bodies in different ways. So why feel insecure over a picture of Kim Kardashian? What can we do for this to change? Well, according to an article written by Rachel MK, states that a gold standard advice for helping kids build healthy self-esteem is to get them involved in something they're interested in, such as sports, music, or even volunteering. Anything that sparks an interest and gives them confidence. When kids learn to feel good about what they can do instead of how they look and what they own, they're happier and better prepared for success in real life. Additionally, another reason technology is inappropriate for our children is because of cyberbullying. What is cyberbullying, you're asking? In a more general form, I would describe cyberbullying as being very rude to a specific person over social media. For example, telling someone they deserve to die because their skin color is too dark. I came across this one website which gave me a few facts on cyberbullying, and let me quote: victims of cyberbullying often experience much lower self-esteem, greater social anxiety, depression, and many experiences such as suicidal thoughts as well. Cyberbullying can cause alcohol and drug abuse, eating disorders, poor school performance, and more. All this serves to show how harmful cyberbullying is and how important it is to put a stop to it. We can avoid cyberbullying by teaching our kids that there is more than just social media. It is important for them to be confident in themselves and not to listen and believe what people say. It is important to have an open relationship with our kids so that they can talk to us. In conclusion, technology can affect relationship with parents. It could affect your child's mental and physical health. There should be more than just technology in our child's life. We have to take these points seriously and think about the consequences of our actions. Parents need to find ways to entertain their toddlers so that they don't fall into the habit of always needing a device to focus. Parents need to make sure their teenagers come in contact with a mobile device at the right time in their lives and make sure to have close connection with their children to get an insight of their life. If you are not a parent, yet it doesn't matter. It's always good to learn something new. Now you can take this knowledge and pass it on to a parent that needs it. Technology will always get more innovative moving forward. We just have to stick to our roots and focus on the well-being of our kids. Thank you.